Have you cut dairy out of your diet and are looking for a warm and comforting dish? Well, I have just the thing. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Katrina. Welcome to the Organixx channel. I'm so happy you're here with me today because this recipe is definitely a keeper. We're going to be making a vegan mac and cheese. Begin by cooking up your favorite macaroni noodles al dente, which simply means to not overcook them. So you want to make sure that they're still a bit firm. We don't want to have mushy mac and cheese. Drain them and then set it aside. I'm actually going to be using some macaroni that's made out of chickpea protein, which I like. I think it's got a really great taste and it's high in protein. Now we're ready to make our sauce. So in your skillet, over medium heat, add 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You just want to heat this up for about 1 to 2 minutes before you add in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, to my heated oil, I'm now going to add in 2 cloves of garlic that have been chopped up. Now, garlic is excellent in supporting your immune system. And if you really like the taste of garlic, you are more than welcome to add in more than 2 cloves. I'm just going to start with that and then maybe adjust it a little bit later. Next, let's add in 1/2 of a small onion that's been chopped, and onions are really great in supporting your digestion. Okay, now let's go ahead and add in 1 russet potato that's been peeled and diced. So the smaller the pieces, the faster it's going to cook. It really doesn't matter. And don't be too concerned with, the size of your potato or your onion that I'm putting in here. It all really blends together really nicely. Okay, you want to saute this for a couple of minutes, and this is going to allow the flavors of the onion and the garlic to really come out in our sauce. Now we're ready to add in 1/2 of a cup of full-fat coconut milk. Now, if you don't want so much fat in your recipe, then just substitute this with your favorite nut milk. If you know me, you know that I love my coconut milk. It's so good and it's so healthy for your brain. Next, we're going to add in 1 cup of vegetable broth, which is rich in vitamins and minerals. You could also substitute this as well with just some water if you don't have vegetable broth on hand. Stir this up, and then we're going to bring it to a simmer, turn down the heat, and cover it up and cook it for about 10 minutes until your potatoes are nice and soft. You will know when your potatoes are done when a fork can be easily inserted into them. When your potatoes are done cooking, remove them from the heat and let it cool slightly. In the meantime, in your blender, let's go ahead and add in 1/4 of a cup of either soaked cashews or sunflower seeds. And whenever you soak nuts, it just allows it to be easier to digest. And if you don't want to add in this extra fat, you can completely omit this. You'll just probably want to add in a little bit more potato so that your sauce is still a thicker, creamy consistency. Next, let's add in 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast flakes, which is made out of sugarcane and beet molasses. It's an inactive yeast and it's supposed to give a cheese-like flavor. Cheese-like flavor, hopefully. 1 roasted red bell pepper. Now this is optional, so if you choose not to use this, if you don't have it around easily in your kitchen, I would just substitute it with a medium-sized carrot that's been peeled and diced up, and then add that into your potatoes when you're cooking all of that up together. That's going to give it more of that cheese color. Next, let's add in either 1 tablespoon of lemon juice or 3 to 4 drops of lemon essential oil. I always do whatever is on hand and whatever is easiest, and since I have a lot of this, I'm going to use this. And both are really high in vitamin C. Now, depending on your taste, 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt or sea salt. Both are excellent choices. And then either 1/4 to 1/2 of a teaspoon of black pepper, just depending on who's going to be eating it and how spicy you like it. Last, let's add in your potato mixture. I'm just going to scoop it in and then probably pour in the last bit of juice that's left over. Just do whatever is easiest for you. And now that it's cooled just a little bit, that will help because it's super hot when you first take it off the stove. Now we're ready to blend our sauce up until it's smooth and creamy. And then once you're done, just check the consistency to make sure it's where you would like it. And if it's just a little bit too thick and you want it a little bit thinner, you can always add in a little bit extra water or vegetable broth. Both would work great. Okay, let's pour this delicious sauce right over top of your macaroni noodles. Pour in as much as you like. If this is too much, of course, just adjust it. This looks amazing. It smells even better. This is gorgeous. So again, remember, if you're not using the red pepper, definitely substitute it with a carrot so you still get that orange-ish color that cheese normally has. Both are going to give us that coloring. Let's give this vegan mac and cheese a try. It looks absolutely gorgeous. That's really good. I really love this cheese sauce because it's the perfect consistency. And you can taste a little bit of that roasted red bell pepper in there, which is gorgeous, but there's no real strong flavor. So you can really play with this recipe. You could add in more garlic if you really like the flavor of garlic. You could add in more of that roasted red pepper for a little bit more bang there. And you could also add in a little bit of that nutritional yeast to give it again more of that cheesy kind of flavor. This is absolutely delicious. Total winner. You have to give this one a try. And if you do, definitely let me know how it goes for you. If you give this recipe a try, be sure to let me know how it goes for you in the comment section below. And I'm here each week with a new recipe, so be sure to join me. Subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any.